Hey guys, Chicken with Mox, back again with another video for you guys, and not a whole lot has happened. So I missed last week's video. I'm gonna go and come out and say I'm sorry about that. The reason was we were on vacation and I just couldn't film a video. But that kind of means you're getting 2 weeks for one. The problem is, due to vacation and especially work has been real crazy. In case you don't know, I work as a cashier, and grocery stores are busy, so I ain't had a whole lot of time for building, but I got a couple things done. Really one main thing, and I think it's really cool. I'm going to try and demonstrate it for you guys, but it's going to be difficult. But first off, and we're going to save that one for last. I'm going to go over some of the updates I've had. Well, I got a new thing in the mail. It's a Mindstorms NXT brick. I think I paid $40 for it, and it came with all of this, which is basically 3 motors, touch sensor, light sensor, sound sensor, ultrasonic sensor. I'm only missing the color sensor. I am missing color sensor, sadly. But after all that, $40, I'll take it. It wasn't that bad, and after a day's worth of Googling and messing around with, and a week's worth of waiting on one single cord to come, I finally got this thing working, so I can actually demonstrate that for you. Little brothers have put stuff on this motor that I ain't too worried about. So you just pretty loud. I'm gonna go to my favorite setting. Yeah. Okay, so you can sort of see this motor running. Here's the microphone. So as I speak, when I speak louder, the wheel spins faster. Ba-da-da. So I thought that's kind of cool. Okay, not good at that. Alright, cutting you off. Yes. Alright, so leaving that. So I got that, and I want you guys' help. What should I make with this? I'm new to Mindstorms. If you guys have any helpful videos, anything that you guys have you ever played with this, let me know in the comments below. This is the NXT 2.0 edition. I couldn't afford to get the EV3. I think is expensive, so I just went with the older, cheaper alternative. But yeah, if you have any advice for me just starting out with this whole NXT system, let me know. I'd greatly appreciate it. I do have all the programs downloaded on my computer finally. Speaking of computers, this is the other thing I was working on. I've got a computer in my room. Hooray! It's on my building desk, which means it kind of limits my space. But it's a Dell Optiplex 780, currently running at 4 gigabytes, and I'm wanting to upgrade that to at least 8. I want to go up to 16, hopefully. But I want to, like I was saying, is I want to get into computer modding, and I want to modify this computer. I want to get a new CPU in there. I want to get more RAM, like I mentioned. And I'm debating on a graphics card. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure on how much better that's going to be. Yes, it means better quality video to the monitor, but I'm not sure if I really want to invest in that. So I'll be continuing to think about that as I go through. Other than that, haven't really built a whole lot. And that basically the computer and the Mindstorm is what I've done this week. Yeah. But I did build something last week. And this something is one of my most complex things so far. It does work, sort of. It needs a certain way of power. And that way of power is incredibly annoying and cumbersome. So, it's not the easiest thing to demonstrate. But, this right here is a working Lego clock that can keep a decent time. So you'd have your second hand, minute hand, hour hand, and what else is there really to know about a clock? Yeah. So here's the story with it. Basically, it's all run off of one M motor right here. Goes through 3 sets of worm gears. On the third set is our second timer. So on the third set is also connected to a gear here on the back that's run through here, through this, turns this big gear. This big gear turns a gear there, turns this really tiny 12 tooth, which then turns a worm gear, and this one, the hour hand, this is your minute hand, and the minute hand is not connected to the worm gear, but it's connected to the axle that turns the worm gear. So the worm gear then turns this gear here, goes through here, and is basically just a straight drive back into our hour hand. Now, you might be asking me, how do I know it's accurate? I don't. But I know the second hand is accurate, but it's only accurate when I plug it into my Lego Transformer. No, not the new one. Let me show you. This, my friends, is the only official Lego Transformer I think we might ever receive. As much as I'd really love to see some Lego Transformers officially licensed, I don't think that's ever going to happen. But if it was, that'd be awesome. So, this is me presenting my Lego clock. Now, if you want a better video of me showing it off, or a shorter video of me really showing it off, you can go check out the description. I have a unlisted sneak peek video on this clock there. It was only available for my Discord server, so let me plug that real quick. Go check out the Discord server. Greatly appreciate it. You can talk to me and my moderators. They're awesome, and so is this community, honestly. Thank you guys for watching. Anyway, back to the clock. So, I'm just going to turn it on, and we'll watch it run. I don't know if you realize the other issue I have with this clock yet. Basically, it's quite loud. A little too loud, honestly. And that's probably one thing that I dislike most about this thing. As cool a build I think this is, the whole loudness of it is a big downside. And it has to be this loud. Also, this is plugged directly into the wall. That's what makes it a transformer. And I can control the power level that goes into this. I've tried batteries, and the batteries just don't spin it fast enough. Let me turn you guys up. Yeah, there we go. Should have done that earlier. Anyway, so the main issue is with a battery pack, it actually turns it slower. So the second doesn't match up to a minute 20. Instead, doesn't match up to a minute. Instead, they match up to a minute 20, which changes the entire gear ratio. And I just don't like how to do that. But anyway, so that's the clock. And it'll keep running like this for as long as you have it plugged into the wall. And if you're wondering how I was able to come up with the calculations, I pretty much just came up with the calculations. Me and my sister, we did a little math. We used Sariel's Lego Technic gear ratio calculator. Go, if you do Lego Technic and you want to learn about gear ratios, download the app. It's a really good app. Link to Sariel's channel in the description. Although, why would you? How have you not known about him? Go check it out. And in that, he has an app where it will tell you how much torque something has. So I went off of how much a second takes. It takes 400 torque. The speed needs to be decreased by 400 to get 1 second. I'm like, okay. Moving on from that, it takes, what was the other one? 24,000. Or, no, maybe 26. I think it was 26,000 to get this thing to turn one full time. So it takes 400 rotations. Doesn't make any sense, honestly. The more I talk about it, it doesn't make any sense. But for some reason it works. But, because this thing, the in-motor rotates at 0.15 seconds. So, for every it makes one whole rotation in 0.15 seconds. It takes 400 rotations of the in-motor to get 1 second. Or to get one full revolution. That's 60 seconds. So when I get 60 seconds, this thing has to rotate 400 times. There we go, that makes sense. This one, the middle one, the minutes hand, takes 24 or 26,000. I can't remember exactly. But it takes 24 or 26,000 of the in-motor to make one full rotation. All the way around. This one actually turns in the opposite direction. It's just a little small issue that comes with this weird design. And then finally, the hour hand takes 318,000 rotations of the in-motor to get one revolution. That's math. And a lot. So, you annoyed yet? I sure am. But it looks like it ran for about 3 minutes. And turn that off. So much quieter. Anyway, you can actually keep time with this thing. I'm choosing not to, just because this thing is loud, like I mentioned. And also, this thing has to be plugged directly into my wall, which this thing gets hot pretty quick if you're keeping it on full power all the time. So not a great idea on both ends, and that's why I think I'm gonna have to scrap this project. I'm thinking about making a clutch gear system with like the old grandfather clock style, but that's gonna be a whole lot more work and a lot more pieces, and I just don't know if I'll be able to pull that one off. But hey, maybe with the NXT brick I can come up with something. You never know. You never know. Speaking of, I think that's about it for this video. I didn't really, like I said, I didn't do a whole lot. But what I did do, it took a lot of time. And I think it turned out pretty cool. If not really, not trivial. What would you say? Useless? Yeah, useless. Hey, I might jump. Man, that thing's loud. Anyway, I might add it to the useless collection. The clock. Do you think the clock belongs in the useless collection? I don't think so. And I think I'm probably gonna destroy it. As much work as I put into this thing, it's just not worth having. Anyway, let me know what you think about this thing in the comments below. I'd greatly appreciate, and I'd love to hear what you think. On the NXT brick, if you have any advice and any video tutorials that would actually really help me out, I'd greatly appreciate that. With the new computer, I can actually edit my videos, so if you have any good editing software, I'd greatly appreciate that as well. If you have any opinion on the clock, let me know in the comments. Should I continue? Should I figure out something else? Or would you even want to see a grandfather clock style Lego clock from me? I think that's about it. Join the Discord in the description. It's fun there. We can hang out. And think that's it. Anyway, next week I'll be coming at you with more. Oh, I forgot. The next video, I'm actually not going to do a whips with Jacob next. So the next video is going to come out between the two whips. It's going to be a preview for the Big J. So let me turn the camera back up. If you guys can see the J above me right there, that's my 500 subscriber special. We hit 500 subscribers. Thank you guys so much for that. That video is going to come out later, probably next week, after the next Whips with Jacob. But in between the two Whips with Jacob, this one and the next, there is going to be a preview to it. I'm going to go over each and individual time I've built the J, a mini version of the J. There's 3 times. I'm going to go through each one of those builds in a rapid succession, and we're going to review them, and I want you guys to watch that. So check that out when it comes out later this week. Anyway, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, press the bell icon if you're interested in seeing that mini J video. Anyway, this has been Jacob Moon's Box, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.